based on the story. And I know Anthem was kind of doing it earlier, option sell. So which one of these two would you feel best in? Would you look best in? And as Rob mentioned here, if you guys kind of heard the tone he's using, it's not really what he's saying, but the tone of his voice, very friendly. Well, which one would you want to do if you had to? And it's kind of an if question. So when you use that if, it's very, very low pressure. And it's a pattern from the client. So if you have to choose which one you look best in today at the beach, what do you think you would? Or hey, I know you're with your girlfriend here. What color does she like best on you? And then it kind of gets them both engaged, which is one person talking. It gets them both talking to figure out what the girlfriend likes. Oh, I like them in white. Perfect. Now you're going to transition over to a white sweater you got in the front or something along those lines. But all in all, the biggest thing I think about any sales job in the world that I train my guys, be relatable, be genuine, and show them that you guys have something here of value. Don't need to drop just to drop the price. Build the value in the product you guys are selling based on the fact of how it feels, how it looks, the quality of it, and that's what it's going to sell itself. And then if they don't want to buy for some sort of reason, or they're right on the fence, hey, how about this? If I were to give you a 10% discount on buying both today, how'd that make you feel? Oh, you know what? I probably feel pretty good. Okay, great. So do you want to do one or two of them today? You know, or which one do you want to go with? So again, it's options. It's not do you want it, do not want it. Which one do you want to go with? I think that's the biggest thing that you guys can do. It's the most tangible thing you can try out right away, and it's going to work. Get them to choose something. Of course.
Be able to tell each other, one of the big questions is why we got running the body. I grew up, this gentleman over here in the long shot in, my father was taken in 1864 on the Colorado Beach, semifinals of the Surfing World Championship. Cindy and myself grew up surfing with Chuck as little kids. Chuck Lynn was a school teacher, was at football Huntington High School, and this photo has been run in Surfing Journal, Surfing Magazine, Huntington Surfing Sports Catalog, since they were over 25 years.
Wow.
And the number 5 is really resonating with Chuck because of this photo. Ziggy and I wanted to take homage to Chuck. And here, if you want to take a look at Chuck at 80 years old.
Oh, sure. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic.
Can you tell that
Same
story?
mustache.
Can you tell that story? No.
Yeah, that's very true. If I were to walk in.
I'd say 80% of people watching now.
Do they really?
Let's tie all this together if I could.
Wow.
What Cody just said about, being relatable and then how you're authentic. What if it's this question, it comes down to this customer, John, Susie, what's it like when you connect your surf story with our surf story, or vice versa? How did it show up? What's the pattern interrupt? How does it show up when we connect our surf story and you bring it back and include it in your surf story? Now, when I say show up, that's an opportunity to say, I won't, belabor this, but you say, I'm sorry, what I meant is, how did that feel? Show up gets their attention. It's not really normal speak. Ziggy, how does that show up if we can connect our brand with your surfing experience in Huntington Beach? Right now you think, what does that even mean? I'm sorry, what I meant is, how would that make you feel? Exactly. But now you got their attention. Exactly. Show up doesn't make any sense, but you got them thinking. They don't want to be rude. Like, what does that guy mean? But you got their attention. So it's a way to pattern interrupt and get them away from the noise and connect what Cody's saying with the authenticity for that opportunity, because they're going to buy today, and that's the best part about them buying is they're taking this story with them and attaching it to theirs. That's why we're here. I mean, I guess I don't even know what the other stores are, but you're a great human being, and we could probably be many other places. We're very thankful to be in your home, but we really do rise together. We live in the greatest climate on the planet Earth. I know there's, I guess, lovelier places, but we can surf, we can ride motorcycles. And when it comes down to getting that Visa card from the people that are ready to buy, I think we all agree that if we know what to say and we practice amongst each other, role play, hey, how does that show up? What does that look like? Then we're just that much razor sharp when the client comes in and it feels natural and it aligns with what you're saying.
And what's crazy is 50% of our clients do not surf.
Oh, even better. Cool.
50% of our clients will be more. I would say it should be more than do not surf. And I think that goes with every surfer.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
There's only 6 million surfers in the world. And your company is doing a lot more than 6 million a year. So, yeah, I mean, that's a really, really great compliment when people come in that don't surf, but the brand resonates with them, and it makes them feel some type of way.
Sure.
We just had the head coach of the Anaheim Ducks Dallas Eastern came in here and dropped like 500.
Wow.
And his numbers said anytime you want to come to the Dutch.
Fantastic.
He left and came back, didn't he?
He
He
left
buy.
and came back and bought the
Awesome.
skull box crew neck up the front. He said Cyrus is done bullshit. His wife said.
That's yours.
You need to have that.
You gotta have
Lights
this,
over right on.
And it was just cool. I asked him if he'd surfed before. He said once, you know, he got smashed. And I go, did you do a lesson? He said no. I said, hey, come back.
Oh, cool.
I'll talk in the back. I'll paddle you out. Make sure it's a small, you know, mellow day. And you'll just get that feel.
Awesome.
And it's just like, and he sent me a text after that, which was like super inspirational and it was really, really cool. And got super rad cat. Really cool family.
Well, and the reason why that's coming to you, and that's because you're attracting that. And one of the things I share, I mean, it's not really the client, we'll just kind of wrap up, but, you know, when you operate from that position of abundance, is what you have. I know a little bit about your story, and I'll just share, for me, my recovery, I was kind of a blackjack guy, and I had to, like, cut that out, and I'll leave it at that. So I know what my vice is, so to get past that and know that every client, whether it's, you know, the little kid that comes in, hey, mom, can I buy a hat, to that, you know, whale of a client, you know, we're operating from that position of abundance, which you've earned, and I was really thankful when I met you, because I left with my dog, and my dog was giving me good energy, and I know it's real, because there's what's going on. I mean, I know a little bit about your story. We're here for one shot, for 100 years or whatever, and that's why I really am happy to, you know, come in your home, not like I know everything, but we all can agree in this room, they're ready to buy, they wouldn't be here if they weren't interested. So let's not practice anymore. Let's know what to say and align that credit card, if you will, with the culture. And that's what they want. So I'm really thankful for letting us come in your home. I mean, with no plans. And I'm really thankful you showed up to break away from your family. And I mean, all of you to break away from your families, but your newborn as well. And thank you, Cody.
Of course, yeah, and thank you guys for having us. It wasn't really to drop any sort of information or knowledge, but maybe just to spark a new passion for what you guys are doing, because you walk into somewhere like Jack's or Quicksilver, and it doesn't really have this feel to it. So being able to see something like this is what Huntington Beach is, and you guys can share that story and make a lot of sales doing so.
And we have gifts. We have gifts. The best part is when you sign up, we'll get your email. I'm gonna send you a copy of my digital book, my bestseller. You get that. But also, if you can sign your email on there, Cody's got a new podcast that's coming out, and then you just kind of jump in on that. And there will be an opportunity for maybe a call to action. Hey, no money, but sponsored by, you know, Sporting King. That's legit. That's eyeballs and butts and seats.
I'd love to put you guys up in the podcast, represent for the city of Lisbon. So, yes, sir.
Grateful. You know, more, you know, ears, eyeballs.
It's going to be on.
But thank you. I say
They almost alive with my forward, what I've done.
It's, I mean, it's, you know, we don't get this opportunity to be face to face, so you kind of know if you're in and you're not. So
It's going to be.
it's actually really fun because, you know, this is your livelihood. You're a surfer, I'm a motorcycle, it's all the same, you know.
Everyone
But for
lives,
me,
everyone dies.
I was really impressed when I meet someone who's humble, everyone's giving my hand, you know, my family. But when you guys came on the other side as well, you know, the universe is really rewarding that effort. So I'm really thankful and thank you for listening. You're awesome.
Tell me your quote is.
Yeah, so we're talking about the podcast that I'm doing, and it's based on the concept of dash. So it's, and you guys can see it on the website that I have, but it's everyone lives, everyone dies. The only thing that really matters in one's life is that small dash in between the 2 dates in your tombstone. So live life to the fullest, as cheesy as it sounds, do what you love to do, and that's what you're going to be remembered for. And that's what they can see you guys are leaving behind me for this. Really?
What was it, 2 days ago?
Tell us about that. What are we talking about?
So we were just talking about, you know, they're just lazy, you know, whatever we do, like material stuff, we can't take it with us, you know, people are going to remember you, they're not going to remember you doing the hundred things, they're not going to remember you spending a bunch of money, they're going to remember your integrity, the type of person you are, what you did for other people, that's what they're going to remember. That's what they're going to be talking about. They're going to be talking about your house at Spyglass Hill, and oh, that guy that built this house, it was, you know, they're going to be talking about what you did, and two dashes, what you said.
Yeah, between the 2 dates on the tombstone, the little dash.
Well, thank you so much. It's really cool.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. Very good meeting you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.